Amazing.
Yeah, it's really good and really nice people. I just love that spot. Great place to take the family.
It looks good.
Not a great movie to take the entire family to. It's called The Conjuring. We were talking about this. Jimmy likes scary movies.
Love them. Love them. So I
loved
gotta
them
see
before
this one.
kids, but
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know
not
what?
since
I don't
kids.
like them that much. I got to tell you, I was watching this movie and I got that weird chill. You know, they talk about the hair standing up on the back of your neck?
Okay.
Yes.
It actually does. I mean, I thought, you know, when I was a kid, it didn't scare me like that. Now, for some reason, it does. I don't know.
You get older, you start realizing things seem more real. And,
Yeah.
and this is based on a true story, isn't it?
Based on a true story. So let's take a look at it. It's called The Conjuring. Here's what it looks like.
There's something horrible happening in my house.
It's November 1st, 1971. I'm sitting here with Carolyn Perrin, who, with her family, has been experiencing supernatural occurrences. You picking up anything in here, hon?
Something awful happened here, Ed.
What is it?
Oh, yeah, this thing will scare you. They say it's a true story based on a true story, and I actually met the lady. We're going to talk to her in just a few minutes, who Vera Farmiga plays. And she has a whole collection of stuff from these crazy things, these exorcisms and such. This one, because you get to know the family and you know it has some reality to it, it really does freak you out. So I talked to Patrick Wilson. He plays the husband of the lady who is sort of like the Ghostbuster, and Vera Farmiga plays Lorraine Warren, who is the Ghostbuster. This is what they had to say about playing these characters in the movie.
I think they were just a match made in heaven. I think his...
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, his real, just from what I understand, childhood obsession literally with Halloween, just the occult, and fascinated by it.
And you see your character, the way you play the character too, and I'm sure that's the way she is like, she's not really scared. I mean, she's like walking through the fire like she's wearing asbestos.
I think she was scared, and
Yeah?
she'll tell you, yeah, but that she could, but I think how she coped with it, though, is her belief in God, and that's where she's, you know, she received that solace and the comfort, knowing that, you know, that God was, you know, her God was her strength, her shield, her fortress, her deliverer.
Talking to her, it's like, I almost felt like, you know, she's like looking around me, I'm like, I wonder if there's something floating around here or something. You know, it's like, you ever get that kind of feeling? Like
Maybe seeing that,
yeah.
or she may be just looking at, she sees lights, and she sees people's auras as colors.
I'll tell you what I saw when I saw this movie. There's a couple weird things in this movie. Like there's a little sign that keeps coming back in the movie, like "Miss Me."
Oh,
you know, like
how
"Miss
weird.
Me." And then there's a little doll that's sort of haunted in this movie, and I want to show you what this doll
Oh,
looks
my
like.
gosh.
Check this out. This is what the doll looks like, and it shows up in the movie. And you know, dolls are creepy.
Yeah.
Sort of like the
That's-
Freddy
yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
sort of
I don't like dolls.
It's sort of like
Yeah.
the combination clown doll thing, you know?
Yeah.
And so
like that at
Warner
all.
Brothers, trying to be real clever, you know, we're in San Francisco at a big hotel. They ordered all these dolls to put in the press people's rooms.
Oh, okay.
And we were all at dinner, we're going like, if they put those dolls, we're going to kill somebody.
They did.
No, you know what happened? They came late from China. They had them made in China, so they missed it. So I was like, oh, I'm so glad they didn't do it. So I go home and I find it in the mail.
I don't
Which
like-
could
yeah.
even be worse. I don't know.
That's creepy looking.
So Lorraine Warren, she's the lady who actually does this. We're going to meet her right now, along with the director James Wan, who is the director of Saw. So this guy's a little creepy by himself. They're going to talk a little bit about that, and I'll tell you a little story about this after this fight right here. It's unbelievable. The person sitting in front of me, they were going like this, back and forth, and finally one had to leave. And I was thinking, this is probably one of the instances when a person leaves a theater that it's a good sign. Don't you think?
Yes. Yes. If they're too agitated from being scared, then I did my job right.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
that's right.
Yeah. So what was your take on the film when you see it after living through this, and this is like a part of your life?
I'll tell you, I watched that, and it's like 2 or 3 times. My son-in-law was sitting with me. 2 or 3 times. Oh, I jumped. I jumped. Holy God! This is a movie. This is a movie.
So
Yeah.
he's done such a fine job. Was being involved in this story, the reality of it, as frightening as this is for some people in the audience, or more frightening?
Even. That would be even.
What a compliment to you, huh?
Yes.
I guess it is.
It is a compliment.
I like to think that you know, it was definitely more terrifying for Lorraine. You know, but for most moviegoers, they go in there for 2 hours, they come out, whoa, they talk about the film, right? But Lorraine has to live through it, and she has to go back to the house to deal with the family and what they dealt with in that house again and again and again.
Yeah, so they have a whole collection. Her husband, who's passed now, had a whole room that they had under lock and key of these things that they thought helped the demons find their way into like our dimension kind of thing. And I thought to
Okay.
myself, that is a little crazy keeping that around the house, huh?
Yeah,
think they
I'm
need to go burn it.
concerned about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy. Now there's another movie out there this week that's a lot of fun. If you saw the first movie called Red,
Yes.
it's Bruce Willis and a whole bunch of great people. This is just terrific. Anthony Hopkins joins the crew. Helen Mirren is in it.
It's got major names in it. I mean, this is actually, and they're all great actors
They're
and actresses.
all great actors and actresses, and it's one of those movies that makes fun of spy movies and assassin movies and that kind of thing. It is just a ton of fun. But with Anthony Hopkins in it, it adds another dimension to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, so I got a chance to talk to Hopkins and Bruce Willis together, and this is one of those mutual admiration kind of things. These guys had so much fun working together. This is what they had to say about the character.
I thought, what's the best way to play that switch? And it's very easy. You just switch from one kind of it's a little degree. You switch from there, you go boom, and suddenly it's a different personality. But you don't have to act it out. Because the line gives it to you. Suddenly you're in the situation and you think, hello, what happened? He's got a gun.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's not a monumental effort to do it. You just do the switch, but you have to do it quietly and unobtrusively, and just.
It's a really great ensemble, a really great group of very generous
That's great.
actors who
Terrific bunch.
would rather give you the moment and give you and help you
Yeah.
and help you get through your comedy or your action beat or romantic beat, and everybody was extremely generous.
You know what's really fun about that? Anthony Hopkins talking about how he runs a character. You know, the character will look normal, and then just a tiniest little move will make him sinister or freaky, you know?
Exactly.
And-
Did he ask you to call him sir?
Oh, no, he says not. You say, Sir Anthony goes, nope, call me Tony. Always-
Really?
Yeah, he's
Interesting.
He's a call me Tony guy.
I'll always think of him as Silence of the Lambs. so
That's
I don't
what I
care what
think.
he's
The
doing.
same thing.
Just
It always
terrific.
there's so many great movies, but that's the number one I think of as well.
And he was such a fan of Bruce Willis and Die Hard and all the pictures. I mean, Bruce Willis has been in a lot of movies too. So I mean, this is a great cast. So you want to go see a scary movie? This is legitimate scary.
I
Okay.
think I'm gonna not
Yeah.
do that one.
And oh yeah, The Conjuring. Miss me? That's what it says on the back. And if you want to see a funny movie, Red 2, you don't have to have seen the first Red to enjoy Red 2. Check it out. And of course, if you want to save money at the movie.